Good morning, this is Jesse Blinn. Today is Saturday, I believe the 5th of December, 2015. I didn't have time to set up my selfie stick, but this is just what I'm going to show. I was checking the possibilities or probabilities of different candidates winning the 2016 presidential election in the U.S. This is varying all the time. Do not assume that these are the person with the highest percentage is the one that's going to win, because these are changing constantly with world events and stupid things each one might be saying, etc. But here's what I got so far. I've got Republican 7% chance of winning, Hillary 24% chance of winning, Bernie Sanders 14% chance of winning, Jill Stein of the Green Party, I hope you've heard of her, 19% chance of winning. And then I was asking about Andrew Basiago, who many of you may not have heard about. I asked his chance of winning, and the pendulum stopped. Okay. When the pendulum stops, it is some of the powers of darkness, if you want to say, stopping the pendulum. It does not necessarily mean that they don't want me to know anything about Andrew Basiago, although lots of times that is true. Sometimes it stops for no apparent reason, but usually it's when I'm asking something that they don't really like that I'm asking. So normally before I start using the pendulum, I ask, are you of the light? And the pendulum will spin. I'm going to move it here. The pendulum will spin like this, indicating light. I ask, are you the darkness? And it will spin backwards, showing no. Okay, now I did that before I started. However, when I got here to Andrew Basiago, the pendulum just stops working. Okay, are you of the light? Are you of the light? The pendulum, it's when we're now with these higher up ones of the darkness, and they don't really want to answer. See, it's not wanting to answer. It's going back and forth. I ask, are you of the light? You have to answer, and it takes a little while. And then it starts going backwards, which means no. It's like they don't want to answer, but they have to. Okay. Now, we're going to find out who they are. That's my question. There's these different levels, and I learned to test them with their energy age. Now, that doesn't mean that these are this many years old. I really don't know what it means on the higher levels. For people, it's a test of your basic health. But here, once when I'm thinking about something, I start thinking a multiple choice test, and the pendulum starts going sideways. Okay. So what is their energy level? When they're of the darkness, they're above 100. So 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, nothing close. 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, nothing close. 2,000, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,000. Moving a little bit. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32,000, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. This is showing 43,000. It's going in a pretty clear circle. At this levels, I don't get into small numbers. So we'll go to, this is 43,000, and I'll say 44,000. You notice the pendulum stops. So this is one of the ones with an energy age or energy level, whatever you want to call it, of 43,000. The pendulum's going to stop. Okay, now it stopped. Now I'm going to say 43,000 again. You notice it stopped at 44. Let's say 43,000. Say and think. I can do it either way or both. 43,000. See, it's spinning back up again. So their energy age is about 43,000. Okay. What I do with these, I'm going to ask, I'm going to stop the pendulum physically. I'm going to ask, how many of these are there? It's the pendulum's going side to side. How many of these are there right now stopping the pendulum? 1. 1 of them. Okay? 2. Okay, so it's just 1. See, there's for 2. It's not 2. Okay. So we will take away their energy. I sometimes forget, but I should use the word we because I don't think it's just me. Okay, we stand to take away their power, authority, communication, and energy. PACE. I say them in that order to remember it. Power, authority, communication, and energy. From this being of the darkness who stopped for the pendulum when I'm asking about Andrew Basiago's chances, probability of becoming president. Okay? And of course, this does not mean that that's the percentage of vote they're going to get. That's the chance that each one of them has as winning, and they're all spread out, which means it could be, well, we'll see. Could be any of them. The Republicans seem to be losing their grip. Not that they ever had one mentally. I can't say it even better for the Democrats either. Bernie Sanders is the only ones I could vote for would be Bernie Sanders or Jill Stein. They're on the list so far. Okay, we're taking away his power, authority, communication, and energy from this being of the darkness with an energy age of 43,000. Now, what does this mean? Well, they're the intermediate high ones. There was only one level higher, which is 119,000, and that was Lucifer and a bunch of other ones there. Okay. I know most people who well, I don't know. I don't understand people. If you're seeing this, maybe you do believe me. Or maybe you just want to see what a nut I am, which I, of course, don't agree with. But Lucifer's energy age was 119,000, and there were a bunch of them. These 43,000, there's still a bunch left. Okay, and I want to, when we work. I didn't say with. I can't say with them. When we work against them, I want to be better prepared so you can see me talking and understand this a little more. For right now, I'm just getting my pendulum working so I can continue asking about Andrew Basiago. We're taking away the power, authority, communication, and energy from this being of the darkness that stopped the pendulum from working when I went to ask about Andrew Basiago's chances of becoming president. Of course, I've done this dozens, if maybe even hundreds of times, so I know what will happen. It will gradually slow down and stop. And then if I ask the energy age of this being, it will not answer at 0, and as I count up from 0, like 1, 2, 3, up to whatever, it will just say no, as if they don't exist. I think I left out this upper level were Lucifer and his group. I didn't know that there would be more like Lucifer, but there were 76 of them. And then below this group of 43,000, see it's stopping. Below this group of 43,000 that this one belonged to was the group that Satan belonged to of 2323. I'm assuming these are malevolent, meaning bad creatures with different origins, or that the higher up ones created the lower ones to do their dirty work, or something like that. Clearly there's a difference in them, a major difference. And the lower ones are basically gone. Okay, it's stopped now. What is the energy age of this? Remember, before when I'd ask the energy age, it would swing side to side. However, once I've deleted them, it doesn't swing to side, which means it's not going to answer 0. Now, as I say, is their energy age 0? Is there energy age 1? See, his or its. At 1, it'll start turning backwards, meaning no. Is it 10, 100, 1,000? 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 43,000. Is there an age 43,000? Is it 100,000? Is it a million? It just says no, 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 as if they don't exist. Okay. Do I have contact with the light? Now, this is the answer that I like to see, of course. Are you of the light? Remember when I asked the first time, nothing happened, and then it gradually had to admit that it's of the darkness. Okay, this is of the light. Are you of the darkness? It's turning backwards, meaning no. Okay, now, we're going to get back to Andrew Basiago's chance of becoming president. Andrew Basiago's chance of becoming president at this point, because this can change, in the 2016 presidential elections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8%. That looks pretty circular. 9%. Okay, 8%. We'll write this down. If we add all these up, 7 and 24 obviously is 31, and 14, 45, and 20, 64, and 8, that's a 4, 64 and 8, 72. So there's chances left for somebody else. At this point, I'm not sure who they are. There's probably some other candidates there. There was another independent. Anyway. So this is a very volatile situation still. Andrew Basiago has some chance. Jill Stein, for anybody to believe that Jill Stein or Andrew Basiago could win, that would be pretty far out at this point. So something major would have to happen for that to happen. But it won't surprise me that something major will happen. And in fact, I hope something major in a positive way for the forces of the light, of course, that will happen. Because those two, Bernie Sanders probably won't be too bad. But Jill Stein or Andrew Basiago would probably be better. Okay, that's what's happening today. As I say, this 2016 presidential election is up for grabs. As I say, it's at this point, it's too volatile to predict what will happen. But it looks like there's a good chance of some kind of a almost upset. Hillary still has the lead. Don't vote for Hillary. But don't vote for the Republicans either. Okay? Thank you.